tough like team. Stay tough like team. Thank you, players, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Hungry Jack's fried chicken, saucy tenders, crispy, juicy, smothered in 3 delicious sauces. Come on, get a little messy. New saucy tenders, pure happiness at Hungry Jack's.
That's it, we're going to shop. Sausage roll? Got 4 left.
Mitsubishi Outlander, it's a big rock and roll.
This program is brought to you by Hungry Jack's and Bunnings Warehouse.
Thanks, team. It is almost tip-off, and if you haven't had a chance to put your bet on tonight, jump on the Dabble app, check out Pick'em. More or less, it really is that simple. Points, rebounds, assists, 3-pointers made. You choose the stats you want to use. The more legs you pick, the higher the multiplier. It really is that simple. Jump on and give it a go. Best of luck and enjoy the game.
You win some, you lose more. For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.
Kendrick Davis is a dynamic guard who came in second last season in the MVP voting, and realistically, were there no Bryce Cotton, he wins that MVP easily.
Davis likes the matchup with Lakic, pulls up, buries it.
Just felt like, to me, it made sense. Yeah, it just made sense top to bottom, from Coach Gorge, who was a legend, Deli, Zay, but also not just getting to the league, but winning a championship.
Davis in transition.
When you have Deli, I think you need a guy that is a guy that can carry and make decisions, but also a firecracker. This kid can go.
Just getting chemistry with the guys, Deli, X, JG, Bull. It's going to be a hard fight. Cairns just lost pretty bad. You never want to play a team after they lose because you know they're going to give you their best shot.
Get used to that, Kings fan. He's going to be doing that a whole lot this year in Kudos Bank Arena.
Hello and welcome to the Hungry Jacks NBL Rookie Round. The Kings are new arrivals. They hit the court today. Kendrick Davis and Matthew Dellavedova taking on the Cairns Taipans, who have some stars of their own as well. The likes of Jack McVeigh, Admiral Schofield and Rain Smith. It is set to be a cracker here at Kudos Bank Arena. We cannot wait for it. I'm Joe Healy alongside Derek Rucker and Brad Rosen. Guys, great to be here. Derek, talk me through this Sydney Kings team. They're opening their campaign today. How do you see them with KD on this side?
Well, KD is a dynamic offensive weapon. The young man from Houston is just getting into his pro career, and he made the big off-season move to come here to the Harbor City. And Brad, what I love about him is he's so diversified on the offensive end. He's got the floater game. He's got the step back. He pulls back. He plays with tremendous quickness and a flair that's very appealing to the crowd. And this Sydney Kings lineup desperately needs him. Keep in mind, in NBL 25, the Sydney Kings finished in the bottom half of the offensive rating. So there were times where they could have used a Kendrick Davis last season. And we saw him last Sunday absolutely give it to Partizan. And look at that trio.
There are stars all over the court for the Kings. KD's partner in crime, Matthew Dellavedova. Xavier Cooks is back as well. And Brad, he's got a point to prove
great three duo when you look at that, the way they're going to be able to play. Cookie had probably an okay season last year, but he wants to step back up into that MVP. But Matthew Dellavedova, we have an NBA champion from the Cleveland Cavaliers. You can throw the ball to that guy and just go get me a score. Look at that, they're both in conjunction with each other. We love the NBA experience.
Well, they've brought in another key figure on the screen there, Andrew Bogut. So they've bolstered their on-court talent, but their basketball IQ has also gone through the roof.
Well, Bogues is a big-time player, and we know he won that NBA championship with the Golden State Warriors back in 2015, and I think he'll add a different defensive perspective to Brian Goorjian's already super intelligence.
Absolutely, and that's something that they identified last season. It's the off-court stuff that we need to take care of. Bring in Delhi, bring in Bogues with what Gorge does with his crew. Oh yeah, I'm excited for them, Joe.
So what about the Cairns Taipans? They're coming off a win. Where do they get their leadership from? You get the feeling Jack McVay's going to take this team on his shoulders.
Well, you're right, Joe. That's the obvious selection, but I think it's got to be Andrew Andrews from what I saw in his first game Friday night. I think he has the swagger, he has the confidence, and he'll be playing with the ball most of the time, Brad.
I agree. You look at that first game against Southeast, they struggled to get the ball over the court. They need that point guard. But let's make sure that man is the leader of this team. He was 1 rebound and 1 assist off a triple-double against Brisbane. He's the guy that will drive them tonight.
They're coming in with a bit of momentum, but the Kings are opening their season in front of their home fans. Who wins?
Well, I talked to head coach Adam Moore before the game, and he said this is no free hit game. They're not coming here with the house money type approach. They're coming in here even and looking to make an impression right away against the Sydney Kings.
And Joe, he sat again on the fence, Derek, and he won't give a prediction. It's the Sydney Kings to win.
Nothing's changed this season, Derek. All right, not too far from the tip-off. I'll hand it over to the fourth member of our broadcast team. Lockie Reed, over to you.
Good on you, Joe. Looking forward to this. Let's take a look at the starting fives for the two teams. And, of course, Cairns, a bit of a new look here. Lots of fresh faces for them. Andrew Andrews, just a brief appearance in his first game the other night. And Rain Smith, looking forward to seeing him in action. Of course, Sydney, well, there's two new faces in the guard position. The veteran and his understudy in Davis and Dellavedova. Galloway, the Galloway brothers will have a crack at each other here this afternoon. And Cooks and Suarez will have a big task as well. So this is going to be an exciting game. We're really pumped to see, one, how Cairns responds after their first two games and how they take on the Sydney Kings. Let's get tip-off underway.
Go cross legs, not behind.
Already a little bit of argy-bargy. Suarez against Marcus Lee. And here is Andrew Andrews. At the 26 minutes in his first game. A little off in his shooting, but this time he'll take it straight to the rack, straight off the glass. Couple of seconds in, he scores.
Well, he should feel much better in this game after his performance the other night, where he really struggled early on, but he made some key plays and made some big buckets down the stretch in that victory over Brisbane.
So Delhi will back in. He'll test out the newcomer. A little pass outside. Suarez is dangerous out there if he can get his shot going. One won't drop. Schofield. Now Lee will look inside. Schofield's big body. Couldn't control the ball. Here's Davis. In his first game as a King, the first shot a little short. Galloway did well.
Hey, guys.
Cutting through was Cooks. That one a little firm as well. So just a little off at the moment.
Yeah, both teams, I think, just settling into the contest. I think a couple of there's 3 possessions, and that's a foul. And 1. Marcus Lee loves it, says a little bit to the camera as well, but that's 3 great possessions from Cairns. Yes, they may have turned that second one over, but good looks for them.
Andrews is one of those veterans. He's been around for sort of 10 years in the professional leagues, and he looks like it straight away. He looks very comfortable out there on the court.
He is a complete basketball player. He's got good size, and we saw him have a number of three-point attempts the other night, so that leads me to believe that he is going to be a very good shooter of the basketball. And Marcus Lee leaves that one short and to the right, but Marcus Lee has had an increased offensive productivity early in the season with the Taipans above his career averages.
4-zip at the moment to get us underway, passing down inside. Delhi shot a little short as well. As we said, first time we've seen the Kings in action. McVay. This is Ryan Smith, another exciting talent. Kendrick's all over him. Ryan confident enough just to shoot away, and it's an air ball.
Look, that may be an air ball, and I'm just looking around here. Look at the matchups we had tonight. Cooks and McVeigh. Delhi going against Andrews. Marcus Lee and Suarez. I mean, it's just mouth-watering. This is Kings are having good looks. That's what you want to be able to get. But both teams really settling in at the moment.
Here's KD, has the screen set for him. A little bit of body work and then sends it up. His first points as a King, and there'll be a lot more to come.
Well, that's his game, getting to spots in the mid-range as Xavier Cooks applies intense pressure on McVeigh as he advances the ball up the floor. Foot violation there against the Kings. But you look at this Cairns lineup, Lockie, when they get to full strength, they're going to be very tough. And the way Adam Ford coaches, even undermanned, he always has a way to get his guys to play hard. And we know they're tough on the defensive end.
Well, of course, you're talking about Sam Wardenberg. That's a big loss and out for a number more weeks is what we believe. This guy can shoot it. Expect him to launch it exactly like that.
Pretty.
A lot of confidence there. It's a good sign for Cairns to start this game. 5 points the margin. Suarez to Davis. Back out wide it goes. Delhi coming off that grand final series. It was an absolute ripper. He gets his own rebound and he gets some points in the Kings outfits.
Well, Delhi shoots almost 50% from inside the three. So when he takes a 2-point field goal, it's likely to go in. And he's just got to continue with his penetration and not lose confidence. And that's wild from Schofield.
Up and down the court we go. 3 points now. Davis comfortable from the elbow.
The Kings are getting good looks, Lee.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lucky. What I call you Lee for?
No, that's all right. I'll go by any name. As long as you're talking to me, as Dellavedova is fouled.
And that was a bad mistake there from Andrews. A nice little left-handed bounce pass would have gotten the job done. And it looks like they're being judicious with his minutes early, Rocky, because he'll come out of the game.
Well, it was interesting watching the other night. Looked like very cramped up. Now, obviously, just off the plane, Derek, you know what it's like when you just get here and you've gone from 0 to 100. And the bodies sometimes take a while to cope.
And as Coach Adam Ford said, on the night of the game, it was like 1:30 a.m. his time back in Portland. So he said pre-game that there was an occasion where he was sitting there giving the spiel, revving him up, and there was a bit of a yawn in the background.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's where Derek's come from. That's why he called you Lee, maybe.
That's true. We drove here together as well. Surely he knows my name.
I'll have to deal with this all afternoon. But also, Rocky, not only did he have the travel, but he came into a rivalry game.
Yeah, it's a good point. It goes up a notch, doesn't it?
I like the fact, too, that Statman comes into the game because I know everyone jumps on you about your top 15. I put him as most improved. He got a little nervous once I did it, but he's started okay.
He's had a great pre-season.
Shooting away, Jack McVeigh.
And this is the exact start Adam Ford was looking for from his team, trying to instill a winning mindset. As Cooks gets to the rim.
Yeah, they're going to count that. Goaltend. Yeah, they call a goaltend. They're not sure. They're having a look at it for the Cairns bench, but they're going to let it slide. I like to see Xavier Cooks. I don't think he did that enough from the elbow last year where he just attacks, just goes straight at the rim, and it was a good take.
So quick down the other end of the court. We'll test out the left hand on that occasion for Ryan Smith. So he's starting to get amongst the scorers. He's got 5 already in the game.
Well, that's poor defensive transition. You can't allow a guy, the number one thing, stop the ball.
Suarez, left alone. Don't want to do that too often. He can get on a bit of a roll. Good hands from Cook. Just put enough pressure on Lee. Back to McVeigh. Stepping back. Has time to have a shot. The hand was in the face. Did not matter.
Hit him with the step back. Then got him up off his feet with a shot fake and still made it despite the good pressure from Galloway.
Well, he's pass inside. Suarez runs into a little bit of trouble. Lee was just out of position on that occasion. Foul for him. The Amy replay for Jack McVeigh.
Nice penetration, and that's the step back I was talking about. That's an extremely tough shot made by a terrific shot maker.
started his season on fire, 18 points per game, 6 and 6 rebounds and assists. So it's nice to see him back in the league.
Yeah, Timmy Suarez, it was a good pickup for them. He played 36 games for them in that 22-23 championship season. Shot just over 75% from the free throw, but can knock the three-point down. He shoots there from 40%, so something they will be looking to do where they get that screen and pop, and he's able to knock it down. Good pickup for them.
And Brad, with the Taipans already scoring 15 points in less than 5 minutes, how much of a drop in the defense would you think Brian Gorshin would be willing to give up for much improved offense?
Well, I mean, a little bit, but the way they're giving up shots at the moment is the defensive transition. You've got to be able to stop that. And as soon as this man gets the ball, you can't be there a second later. You have to be right on the catch because he can launch it from anywhere. So I think it's, well, and there's another drive as well. I think their defense is okay. It's just the 1%ers they've got to get better.
Here's Galloway. Smith slows him down. Suarez just copped him on that occasion. They're going to have a bit of a look here. Lee was a little stunned, and we're going to have a review of that one. Marcus Lee was stunned, but the foul was called.
Well, it's an interesting one. They've got to protect him. That's the key. They need him in the game and not in foul trouble. So they're confident they're going to get this, so we will see.
Tangerine timeout, and of course Amy coach's challenge. We'll see whether that's successful or unsuccessful. What have we made so far? 15-8. Great start, Cairns. This is exactly what you want to do when you're coming into a away venue.
This would have surpassed all expectations by Taipans fans, and the Kings just could be a little bit tight. It's always difficult that first game as we look at this cut here from Suarez and a swipe by Lee. Now, this is a big play because if the challenge fails, that's Lee's second foul.
That's a foul. That's on the arm there. There's no question in my opinion.
And Lee hurt him the other night.
Watch the left hand here. On his left arm, on Tim's left arm.
Seems like he gets the ball, but then gets him afterwards as well. So he's probably thinking, well, I got the ball, I tapped it away, but there was some contact later on.
And look, this has been one of the areas where Lee has hurt himself and consequently his team over the years where he gets himself in foul trouble. We saw him do this Friday night also.
So still waiting.
We're having a look.
Well, it's making me less confident now, Lockie, everyone there watching.
Just need that one more.
Yeah, I was like, hang on, they're looking.
Wow, there you go.
Brad, you're 0 for 1.
I noticed you sat in the fence again.
I went with you, Brad, stupidly.
Thank you, Lee. I appreciate that.
But it's an interesting interpretation because the contact happened after the ball had been released, and you would assume that they're saying that that contact is irrelevant.
Good call.
Now, the Kings get the ball back. That's the only problem.
Let's go.
At the point of the contact.
And that's why Adam Ford was discussing the situation with Nico Fernandez.
Jimmy, we're good.
We're all good. 15-8. Inbound pass. Wow. It's a good one. Noy scores straight away. Scotty Butler obviously joins us each and every game. Scotty, your thoughts on that one and how that came about?
Yeah, so using camera 2, you can see Marcus Lee gets the ball first, and then the contact after that is incidental. Now, at the time of the call, Sydney have control of the ball, so we restart with Sydney at the end of the baseline, and we wipe the foul.
Wow. Thank you, Scotty. I'll just pat myself on the back for my
Derek wanted to jump in really quickly then. Thanks, Scotty. They got that one.
Congratulations, Derek.
Should be a referee, mate.
It's rare.
Ever thought about it? Suarez hands it off. Kendrick Davis. Crossover.
Well, the Kings better think about protecting the three-point line because the Taipans are 4 or 5 early, and we know Adam Ford teams can beat anybody at any given moment. They've knocked off Illawarra twice last season.
Well, here's an interesting sub, Bullquall. We haven't seen a lot of him as their turnover happens, and I'll get back to that.
Down the other end, he shoots away. A little firm, though.
Yeah, they need
Bruce does well.
They need him on both sides. We know what he can do defensively, but he's got it. No fouls and don't let McVeigh get the ball as Tim Suarez gets it down low and misses. But it's on the offensive end. They need him to knock down shots as well.
Kings 4 of 14 early, Lockie.
Yeah, 8-point margin. McVeigh's been fantastic. Schofield A slow start from him. Noy, terrific last season. What a year he had. Coming off the bench and just destroying teams as he now barges his way through under pressure. Well, hands it out. Suarez, a little loose. He's getting to the basket, just not finishing.
Well, his hands look poor at the moment. It doesn't look like he has good control over the basketball. The left-handed hook shot that he tried was quite wild.
Here's my man, Statman. He just can't finish that play. And on the break as well, you'd think Davis will take it all the way. The speed was scintillating for Kendrick.
And Brad, in the opener, I talked about the patches that the Kings would go through last season where they weren't able to score, and this is where Davis can be so valuable as Rain Smith has done his ankle. That was a foul.
There's no fouls in there. Adam Ford wanted a couple, and now it's going to go against the Cairns Taipans. A few changes for both teams. Sits at a 6-point margin here in Sydney. Look at this from Kendrick on the aiming replay. Wow, quick. Just slashed straight past him. A little under 3 remaining before quarter time. Hope you're enjoying all the action. Doubleheader today of NBL basketball. Looking forward to seeing Adelaide and Brisbane. Of course,
imagine the hype in that city right now.
Adelaide will be just pumping.
That guy there who used to be from Perth.
I can't remember his name.
Bryce Cotton, can't wait.
The superstar himself, Cooks.
Wow.
Another superstar of the competition. That was good body work. Lays it in off the glass.
Put forearm and shoulder into McVeigh's sternum and was able to move him off the spot and then elevate. He's got that bucket.
He's got a pep in his step. He looks really comfortable out there. Looks like he's enjoying it.
Andrews demanding his players work for him.
Bruce and Andrews into it.
We've mic'd up Sean Bruce in this game, so we might get a little bit of action throughout it. Galloway hauls in a good rebound. Andrews again. McVeigh one out. Puts it on the floor. Under pressure, spins around, shoots. And can't finish the play. Kendrick as well. He's looking very comfortable in purple.
He is so tough in the open court. You could see as soon as Sean Bruce got that, is give it to that man, Derek. You were just talking about it as well. That's the points they want to get on that break. But he gave him a little up fake. Do I take it to the rim like the last time, or do I pull up? Kendrick Davis showing why the Sydney Kings went after him.
I mentioned it before. Let's listen in the zone, and it's with Sean Bruce.
Oh, it felt good. Hey, man. How was your trip? All right, good.
20 games in 21 days.
Oh, how good. Hey, how are you guys? I'm good. You all right? Yeah, I'm good, thanks. Yeah, good, awesome. Good to hear. Okay. What do you got for us, what? Nice touch.
Yeah, that's the love heart for Tiana as well. Tell us a bit about Tiana. What a sad story, but an amazing story as well.
Yeah, it was. Had a little bit to do with Tiana, obviously. There it is right there. And unfortunately, she passed away from breast cancer recently, the funeral. And she is just such a beautiful soul. She light up the room every time she would walk in. And it is so sad. And the basketball community, as we know, is very small. But there was a beautiful tribute for her just before tip-off, where everyone stood up and gave a clap. You saw the heart in front of the bench, and also the Sydney Kings have a little bit of an emblem on the top left of their jersey. So to her family, her friends, our thoughts, love and prayers to you, and what a beautiful soul she was, and she will be sorely missed.
Well spoken, Brad. Davis again is amongst the action, and the Sydney fans are lapping this up. They've got the little superstar in their back pocket, and they're enjoying his action so far.
Well, he's got 8 points, and he's brought the Kings back into this game in the past few minutes.
He's put up the 8 shots already in this first term, but it's working for him. And there's going to be a foul there as well. Goodrick came out just a little late. Galloway will go to the line. So 18 plays 18. Good way to work their way back into this game, Sydney. They were under the pump early.
Yeah, I just noticed before that last stoppage in play, I saw Delhi coming in and I thought it was going to be for Kendrick because that's the rotation. But I like the fact that he took Sean Bruce out. Nothing to do with Sean, it's the fact that Kendrick is feeling it. Don't take someone out, let him roll.
Let's make sure we get hold of these limited tickets. They're available for the NBA and NBL Melbourne series. Don't miss your chance to catch the NBA action for the first time in Australian history. It starts on the 2nd through to the 5th of October. Tickets through Ticket Tech. Get involved because it's exciting to have some NBA talent, not only in our competition, but also coming down under to take on our NBL teams. As Galloway misses the first.
I think it's those ones like this is the second. Brilliant. That's going to be unbelievable. I saw a video this week of Zion saying, can't wait to get down there. They're ready to play.
And a miss there, so missed the last two there for Galloway. Two in a row. Missed free throw, so it is a Hungry Jack's cheeseburger. Playing is the word. Fans didn't get too carried away with that. Might have to put it out over the loudspeaker just to let them know.
Yeah, well, they probably didn't know the rules. That was a tricky one.
Yeah, it was a tricky one, so he was shooting for 3, but as long as it's 2 in a row, you get the burgers. We like Hungry Jacks. They look after you. Statman from outside 3. Bang, down it goes.
Good composure after the offensive rebound by Galloway. Didn't force a shot up out of control. Instead was able to find Statman outside the three-point line. You got to look at it there. And good vision.
Adam Ford just has this knack of getting kids that have been okay and taking them to another level. We've seen what he's been able to do. Of course, Keanu Pinder's the one that comes to mind when I think about this, and Statman's had a great pre-season and still doing this into the games as well. It's fantastic to see.
Here's Delhi through the key, looks to Cooks. That'll be a combination to look out throughout the season. Cooks is on the ground now. He's under all sorts of pressure, jump ball. So 8 points for Davis to get us underway. 4 to Cooks and 8 as well for Rain Smith, one of the new faces in the competition.
And a good note in this first quarter is the fact that the Kings are doing a good job on the boards, Brad. Remember last season, they would get murdered with offensive rebounds going to their opponents. And bringing in Suarez with a little bit more size could be a positive factor in that regard.
Well, they're just talking up the defense here. We're talking Adam Ford, of course. The last time they had the ball right here, it was a wide open layup down the lane.
Need to stop it here. Davis, the quick shoot, quick release, doesn't go. Qual. Not a lot of time on the clock. Davis will have to work some magic. Swatted away from him. And there was a foul called. Wow, that's a dangerous one so late in the quarter. Adam Ford wants to review it. Very keen. He's already had some success.
The contact is before the release first.
Yeah, so what they're saying here is he's going to call a foul, but he wants to check if the time that he calls a foul is before or afterwards.
Correct,
and then if it's before, this man's going to probably challenge it out.
Level of the leg.
Just stretch it out a little more. So trying to just look at the top for the...
That's not a foul.
Yeah.
Did you see a foul, Brad?
No, I didn't.
You could still see there was time left on the the clock as well.
12.
So
there's a foul on number 12 for block.
yeah, and we're going to review it. We're very keen to review it.
That for coach challenge.
The worst job is the guy that's on the computer
Timeout.
alongside the coach because
well, it didn't take him long, and
so it is a coach's challenge for Amy. 40 was right onto his man. There he is there. You might get 2, 40.
I know you're here. This ain't Perth Arena,
Davis
man.
makes his move.
We're going to have time left if you want full court. That's if they give us the ball. They might decide he has the ball back.
40 having a little chat courtside.
Well, the question is now, let's just say it comes back negative, or the challenge is correct. It doesn't look like it's a foul there. Do they get the ball back? Because in theory, the whistle went.
So I think there would be about 0.2.
0.05?
I thought it was 0.2 when
Oh,
no, well, I think it's going to be more than .2 if they take it back to win the foul.
And successful. We cancel the foul.
The challenge has been successful. That's 2 in 1 quarter for Rutherford. He's on fire with thanks to Amy. .8 will be on the clock.
So there'll be a jump ball here.
Of course, jump ball because no one had possession of the ball. Right.
I mean, the more concerning thing was that the foul was called because it was clearly no foul there. It was almost an assumption call where it looked like there was going to be contact.
It was very obvious in the end, wasn't it? Especially from the ring, looking back down at it. You could see it go. So, .8 left. Little tap down. And that wraps us up here for the first term. 22-18 is the score here in Sydney as the Taipans take on the Kings. And of course, we are in Sydney on a Sunday, and it's all thanks to Choice Hotels.
Just somebody to clear the ball, and then everyone around knows where they're at. Like, they're not sure about matchup. Hey! Swing! Swing! Good hand. Woo! Good job, bro. Hey, it's not the end of the world if you just stay over there on late.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Because at the timing of it, I don't know what this is either. But hey, if you're already there, just stay there. It's not the worst case.
In the zone with Sean Bruce. Good to have him on board this afternoon. 4 points is the margin. The Cairns Taipans have come to play.
They have, and the Sydney Kings have done a good job rebounding the basketball. They've got only 1 turnover. They got 4 steals, Brad, but the Taipans have hit 5 threes, and that's the difference in the game.
Yeah, I love what McVeigh and Rain have been doing. They've really brought it today.
Joe was listening in to the Kings during that quarter time as Cooks will take it to the hoop, and that's far too easy for him. Joe, what was Brian Gorgon talking about?
Well, he'll be happy with Xavier Cooks there, but he was also relatively happy with the way that they were able to slow the game down a little towards the end of that first quarter. Listening into the huddle, they've got coaches on the court at all times. Deli and Zay were particularly vocal, just reminding the troops to get back in deep, continue to limit the likes of McVeigh and Smith from deep.
Couldn't stop him on that occasion. Well done, Joe, has got Noyle shoot away. 8 points for Jack McVeigh early in this game. Defense just a little quiet at the moment as their team trails by 4. Quick pass into the corner, and Schofield scores a really big basket, a three-pointer.
And that's what he does. He shoots the ball a lot from the three-point line. Never had a great clip, really, throughout his career, but he makes enough of them where he's confident shooting them, and you have to respect him out there.
Well, Delhi left alone and decided not to shoot because he saw a little opening, and it was a nice little lay-in.
Well, that's just talking, and even Adam Ford, he's standing in front of us. It's just not communicating and saying who's got ball. But I am watching Bull Cole and McVeigh there it is right there. Bull Cole will cop the foul first, but these two have been going at it since the time they've stepped on the court together.
And I know Bull Paul struggled last year with injury. He had a bad knee. We saw him ding it last Sunday in the game versus Partizan. But it's about time for the mental aspect of his game to catch up with the physical potential. That foul there is inexcusable. He needs to make a change right now. We can't go through another season seeing him play dumb defensive basketball.
Here's McVeigh with 6 on the shot clock, and once again works his way in. That's why they spent the cash, because he's a real good player.
Derek, I'm with you, and it's something that, to me right now, Malawatch is that guy that's been able to give him that energy, and I just sit here and I'm not sure he's going to come out of the game now, and rightly so, because Jack McVeigh's just done a turnaround jump shot that he's made, and then taken 2 dribbles and laid it on the rim against what could and supposed to be their best defender.
So 7 points that margin now. Andrews right in the face of Delhi. Pass inside was good. Beautiful finish from Cooks.
Well, I don't think anyone in Sydney is happier that Matthew Dellavedova is here, bar that Xavier Cooks. What he can give in rain there, he's going to get called for an offensive charge, but Delhi just doing beautiful things for them.
Really called for that one. 5 points the margin. Timeout as well for...
Wow, we've got another challenge.
He's got the challenge.
Another one, why not?
He's had a bit of success so far. I'm hoping that he's third time lucky again. Tangerine timeouts. And we sit at 29-24. As I said, the leading scorer, Jack McVeigh, now up to 10 points. We'll have a look on the Amy Coaches Challenge.
I don't think that's a foul on Smith. I think that's a defensive foul. Kendrick gets his hand in first. There.
Yeah, bit of contact
there.
And then runs into him, yeah.
Look, I'm with you, Derek. I am just wondering, that little drop. Watch the drop of the left shoulder right there.
Yeah.
Is that enough? I don't know. By the book, I'm not sure, yeah.
Just there's the fence here, mate. Are you jumping this side or that side?
Lee, leave me alone.
No, you can go one side or the other, mate. You know, just have to sit there.
I'm going to say this is unsuccessful.
Unsuccessful? Ruck?
I think it's successful.
That's
not a foul on
I'm
Smith.
not feeling confident.
Successful!
Derek, 2-0 against me.
Wow. This is a good run for Adam Ford. That's 3. I'll catch up with Scott Butler in just a moment.
I want to hear what Scotty's got to say about this.
He's been a busy man. Scotty, you've been a very busy man.
I'm not sure what's going on here, but the page of the challenge for sure. So look, when you process the play, the offensive player slightly leans into the defensive player, but there is no extension, there is no force that would result in the defender falling back like that. It's actually a faking situation by the defender. So we wipe the offensive foul because it's a shooting situation, walk to the middle of the floor, drop the ball up.
Good on you, Scott. All over it as per usual. He's still sitting at 5 at the moment. Kings are hovering. Galloway stepping back.
That's not a good shot.
No. Been a fair few short ones. It is the Kings' first official game.
That's not a good shot. You've also got to ask, that man needs the ball. He hasn't had a shot yet. You've got to try and get
You need
something.
to execute something. You did, that was just pass around the perimeter, shoot the ball. Like, get some ball movement, get some player movement, and then look to go to work.
Well, he likes to do this. And he got his defender out of position. Hard to stop that.
And this is where the Kings are going to be so tough. They can give it to Kendrick, say, go to work. If not, Delhi down low. If not, Zabe on the elbow. This is why they've recruited the way they've done.
Interestingly, both Davis And also, Delhi led the league in assists last year. I'm intrigued to see how that unfolds throughout this year. They only had, I think, 2 assists in that first term. I'm sure the chemistry will build throughout the year. But at the moment, Delhi is keen to score, and so too is Davis. Averaged 25 points per game as a 6-up. Started really well in this game, although that one was just a bit off target.
It's good to see the Taipans try and get Schofield involved in a quality touch.
Here's Smith. Andrews in the corner. Schofield hit one there before. That one doesn't go.
Well, Andrew Andrews is cooked. He's just called for a sub. He's really struggling out there at the moment.
He's puffing and panting, and he's going to have a bit of a rest. Statman will come back onto the court.
24. Line up.
Hovering around 3 points at the moment here. Higgins Tisher also coming on, and Delhi and Cooks having a rest. Not bad just to be able to rest Dellavedova and Cooks at one stage and still have the confidence that you've got Davis and Quatnoy.
3, 4, 5. We good? Get 2.
As well. Suarez has been a presence underneath the hoop as we await Galloway's shot from the foul line.
And the viewers probably asking me through their TV, well, why is that shot by Galloway acceptable? Well, that one's different in slow transition against Marcus Lee, a mismatch that he needs to be able to exploit if he is going to be an X factor in the NBL.
The pressure comes full court on the Taipans. McVeigh looking to get a bit of space. Wants to take on Suarez. He just is too good at the moment.
I spoke about Bryce Hamilton last night. It's just like it's slow motion for him out there. He's got so much time. He has just dramatically improved over these last 2 years. Outstanding shot, that one.
There's Quatnoy. Watch inside the key he goes. That's a nice move. Joe Healy, we've got something on Cairns for us as we look at the score, 31-29.
Yeah, Marcus Lee obviously just picking up his second foul there, so Adam Ford has taken him to the bench. He was obviously found out in their win over the Bullets on Friday. Fordy said after the game that he gave Marcus a bit of a stick for that one, and admitting that he just needs to be better, especially with Sam Wardenberg sideline for quite some time. So sitting him for a few minutes here, we'll see how he plays it moving forward.
A little over 5 remaining before half-time.
The Kings dominating the glass, but 0 of 8 from the 3, Brad.
Wow. Compared to 6 of 13 from Cairns, knocking 6 of them down.
So he picks up his second foul. Reaching in on that occasion as well. Now he's under pressure. Lost control of the ball.
Well, you want to go back to McVeigh here. He's pretty much unstoppable every time he catches the ball.
Worked it round the key. Long shot won't go. Suarez will pick up the crumbs. Davis, quick as ever. Lightning quick. How do you stop that? He's now into double figures. He's got the 10 points and 1 rebound. And he's enjoying his time in Sydney already.
Well, it was just poor offensive execution by Cairns. That shot's there a lot of times. You can get it any time, but really if it misses, which it did, you got no chance to get an offensive rebound. And then the way Kendrick Davis is playing, it's off to the races, and I'm sure that's what he'll be talking about right there, Coach Ford.
Well, Ruck, you caught up with a new Taipan in Admiral Schofield. Here he is.
Nice victory. You guys are now 1-1. What was the key to bouncing back against Brisbane?
We really didn't play to our identity in the first game. You know, little jitters, first game of the year. But Fordy really instilled in us, you know, the basics of what we needed to do on defense, what our true identity was on offense. And really the game within the game is being more physical and rebounding and, you know, limiting extra possessions on defense. So for us, it's just, you know, playing at our identity at all times.
There we go, good little chat. You thought he was a really good talker, and we're looking forward to seeing how he performs this season. Got the 3 points so far.
Yeah, spent a few seasons in the NBA, was born in London, but was in a military family and lived most of his life in the United States, very articulate, and I think he is going to be a very good player in this league as the season progresses. Strong body, nice touch on his shot.
(31-31) is that score. So Davis has tied things up here in front of his new fans. Once again, McVeigh's the man they want to go to. Qual has the task here. Get it down into the post for him. But he comes out to receive it again. He's the man at the moment. Off balance and off the backboards.
Now that's smart defense. Just keep McVeigh in front of you. You don't have to try and steal the ball. Davis puts him in a spin cycle and says, "Welcome to my world, Cody Statman."
Here's Smith. Statman at the other end, maybe can respond. Can't finish it. Had a good open look at that one. Davis is looking dangerous. Look at him go again. Bit of body contact. Couldn't finish.
He is going to firm. He is going to light up this arena this year. You can just see it as Ray misses the three. Now they're trying to get here, and he should be a nice little easy layup.
Quatnoy drawing the foul. That was strong work. He could have just dished it off to Suarez. Decided to go himself, that big frame.
Quatnoy's had a good stint. Played 9 minutes. He's a plus 11. As we see Davis pull up, his mid-range touch is so nice. But Noy, underrated aspect of his game is his ability to get through the cup. Tisha's got something wrong.
Yeah, it looks like he caught a cop on the nose there. And it's a bit of blood, as we can see, as he's going off.
Clean that one. Copped a bit of contact from Noy as he charged his way to the hoop.
Well, good substitution here from Ford, bringing on his three imports. Just had a little bit of a run here, Sydney. You don't want to blow this out in the last 4 minutes because they've had a good half so far.
12 to Davis, 12 to McVeigh, 8 to Rain Smith, and 8 to Xavier Cooks. They're the leaders so far in this game. As the Kings have turned this around very quickly, haven't they? They were under the pump early, down by about 7. And they now lead it by 4, and Kendrick Davis has been the man.
And I think this is the style that Brian Goorjian envisions for being successful this season. Tough defensively and being able to create opportunities in transition.
Right now we need to watch it.
Watch this, right to the face. Boom.
Show me. No. Again. Come on.
It's a good finish in the ends. As I said, a little over 3.5 to go before half-time. 4 points is the margin, and to celebrate Hungry Jack's rookie round, we're giving a lucky fan the opportunity to win $1,000 in cash. Simply scan the QR code on the screen, enter your details, and go into the draw. The rookie round continues. And of course, Rookie Rewards Hub for plenty more offers. Head there. The competitions, lots of good activities as well. NBL.com.au. Rookie round is where your heads is. We're underneath the hoop and working very strongly is Marcus Lee. I really like Marcus Lee. Just a rock-solid player. Doesn't let you down too much.
Well, I spoke to him pre-game, and he said he feels 5 years younger just by living in the heat on a daily basis up in far north Queensland. He says the warmth is doing wonders for his body. He's averaging 11 points thus far through the season. And Brad, this is a 6 or 7 point per game guy throughout the course of his career.
I've always loved him. I just think, you know, the old adage, he's 7 foot at the end of the game, and you've always used those guys. And he's a great team guy. You can tell that everywhere he goes.
He's a winner.
Yeah, he's a winner. That is a good point.
And there's a lot of bigs in this league. Yes. We saw one last night in McGee, and we've seen JLA as well as Davis. There's a lot of great guards as well, and he's proving it. But we saw JLA as well. So, you know, they're going to need a big body under there to protect that rim. Here's Rain Smith. Oh, my goodness me. Welcome to the league, young man.
He is not bashful. And if you give him a sliver, he's going to try and take the whole pie.
Yeah, he's on the skates here.
Schofield reaching in there, and a late foul called on Smith.
Good officiating there by Nico Fernandez. And look at this Amy replay. And Kendrick, they're in the drops defense, the Taipans. And Smith comes right back at him. You look at that stroke, Brad, and the way that ball comes out of his hand. It's a high-level shot from Rain Smith.
Goodrick, of course, on his debut, which is great to see him getting some numbers, a local Sydney junior. As Delhi works his way into the key. Pressure, and there was a body contact. Delhi scores. Andrews will be called for the foul.
You know, we've had a number of guards, but I don't remember someone like him in this league. The strength that he has. Look at this, his patience, up fake, bang, takes the hit. Able to do, like, he's been doing that all his career. It's pretty unstoppable, Derek, to guard against that. Doesn't matter what height or strength you have.
Andrews did make a slight error, though, by slapping down instead of just walling up. But you're right, Dellavedova's able to get so deep in the lane, it puts a lot of pressure, and that's why players often make that type of mistake we just saw Andrews make.
Great little article I read earlier today from Holgan as Andrews works his way in, and he'll get the 2 and the foul. That's a good start for him. Holgan wrote a terrific little story about the 3 big boys, or not so much big boys, but the stars of the Sydney Kings in Davis, Delhi, and Cooks. They all did workouts at St Mary's, so they're all overseas. And Davis was just blown away by Delhi's world-class work ethic. There was a ripping grab. We might show it a little later on from Davis, just about Delhi and also Delhi's kids. We'll show it a little later on. You'll get a bit of a giggle out of it as Andrews misses from the foul line. But he sets the example. Dellavedova. Davis to Delhi. Into the corner it goes. Rain. Smith with the challenge of trying to curtail this man. It's been tough so far. Goodrick working really well up against 2 big bodies. Gets some points on debut.
Local junior, played at the Norse Basketball Association, had a good NBL 1 season, and has obviously come in when Lepepe went down, and that's a great sign for them to get that glass and a nice easy 2.
There's some fouls in there. It's on Cooks.
The Taipans try and run some actions to get Schofield free on Cooks. Caught a cross screen. The pass wasn't great, but Cooks fouled over the back.
So a new look team for the Sydney Kings. They led it by 6. They did end last year with 4 straight losses to bow out. And in the end, it would have been very disappointed with their season. So a chance to just reboot, reload, retool, revamp themselves. With another rework, Brad.
Well, Lockie, being from Perth, you know what the standard of excellence is about. And after the Kings went back-to-back, there were the expectations that that was going to be a perennial thing, appearing in championship series. So to bow out in the play-in eliminators 2 years in a row was extremely disappointing for the franchise.
Davis was just waiting to hand it off, but no one was coming to him on that occasion, so was forced to shoot. Not far away from half-time. And that shot was under pressure from Smith. He's got a bit of a license. Long pass, Goodrick again, but he missed the bunny underneath the hoop. It was far too easy in the end. Here's McVeigh, he's got the challenge of guarding him. Andrews.
I like this, look at him. He's just directing traffic, and let's get the guy that needs the ball.
Get out of the space. Great pass in underneath, Cooks.
We'll give that to Andrew Andrews. That was brilliant. I love how he just said to everyone, stand still, move away. McVeigh, you come with me and let's get the on ball. And then they were able to get the roll. That is outstanding point guard from Andrew Andrews.
And in the opener, Brad, I mentioned that I thought Andrews was the one who was going to have to be the on-court leader. I think he's got the personality, and it appears the psychological profile to do exactly as he did on that possession, but on a consistent basis. Now, the only thing I'd like to see him add, and he may not be up to it yet physically, is score the basketball and be more aggressive and looking for his own shot.
So got cramp in his first game, but fair enough. It just only arrived, played about 30 hours after he landed in town.
He's got 5 dimes.
Well, this is an interesting sub. You see Marcus Lee, I thought when they brought him out 2 minutes ago, good sub, don't let him get his 3rd. Well, there's 2 fouls, 57 seconds. You don't want him to pick his 3rd up now.
Way to put it out to the universe, Brad.
Yeah, 4 points. But a good little fight back from the Kings. Delavadova under pressure. Andrews, now Davis, hands it off, and Lee not keen, although he came late underneath the hoop. The big man scores another 2.
Well, he didn't want to get his third. He jumped out the way there. You could see that.
Nearly got himself into the trouble with the second attempt. And now he's having a bit of a battle with Goodrick on the post. He'll come to set the screen. Andrews. Crossover, he's got the big matchup, which he likes. He just throws it up after being fouled.
You can see Brad, he doesn't have his legs yet. He went to gather and really explode, but he's got Pacific Ocean legs at the
But you
moment.
can see it, can't you?
Yeah,
You can see in his game, like, that's... During the season, he's going to make that. He's going to go up tight, he's going to get the hit, and he's going to be able to finish it. There's just something about him. You can feel that this has been a good pickup.
Goodrick with his third foul. He's got the 4 points as well. Having a bit of an impact. Andrews on the line. And a little short.
It's just not interesting if you want free burgers. Do you want something? You gotta get loud.
They've already got their burgers.
Yeah, the message hasn't been transmitted.
They're cheering. And they won't get it on that occasion, but they can drive home, sneak through the little drive-through, and grab themselves a little cheeseburger.
Very happy people.
Yes. I said it a couple of weeks ago, and I know I shouldn't have, but I do load up on 2 or 3. Very tasty.
Is that all?
Yeah, no, that's right. It's not unusual. Oh, beautiful play. The assist, superb. Cooks can't make it go and rolled around. And in the end, it's 45-40. The Kings have worked their way back into this game very nicely, led by their big-name recruit in Kendrick Davis. He was absolutely superb. He's got himself 15 points. Handed out just the 1 assist, but he doesn't need to pass when he's been on fire. And here he is with Joe courtside.
Yeah, thanks. KT, you really led the way in that second quarter, outscoring them by 10 points. What started to click out there?
I think we got stops. They got comfortable early. We was able to contain their shooters a little bit, get out and run. But, yeah, we got stops.
They're still shooting the ball. What more do you need to do out there to sort of stop them here and defensively?
Switch up. I think we had some flash switches, and they just pulled behind and shot it. So we got to be more aggressive with our switches.
Best of luck for the second half.
Thank you.
Well, we are halfway through this one. The Kings leading the Taipans at 45-40. We'll take a look through the first half and break it down when we come back.
The category is dance. I mean, it was a bit of a whirlwind, obviously. Kind of have to quickly turn the page to what's next. I think sitting down with Gorge, Bogues, Luke Longley, CP at dinner and just really talking through things and their vision for me, their vision for the club and how they see things going for the next few years. You know, the biggest thing for me is what's going to give me the best chance to make the World Cup and Olympics and have a chance to win for the next 3 years.
Matthew Dellavedova speaking there, a huge acquisition for the Kings in the off-season. They lead the Taipans by 5 at halftime. Derek Rucker, Brad Rosen, where is this game being won and lost?
Look, this game is being dominated by the Sydney Kings in the paint. They've got 34 points in the paint to Cairns Taipans 12, and we saw the rebounding count. The Taipans got off to a hot start shooting the basketball, but once that dried up and Sydney started defending the three-point line, the fortunes of this game changed.
Yeah, I think if I'm Cairns, I'm not disappointed in the way the half went. We just could have been better. They've got 23 points out of McVeigh and Rain. I think both teams would be happy, but I just want to stop defensive transition if I'm Cairns. Kendrick Davis is having his way at the moment.
We're going to have a look at KD now. Here's our Hungry Jacks halftime highlights. He's a humble guy, but he's an absolute superstar out there.
No lie, Joe. This guy can absolutely ball, and he's come here on a mission to excel. He was killing them early with the mid-range baskets, and Brad, I like the fact that he's super aggressive. He's taken 17 shots already.
And take another 17 in the next half. That's
wow,
what he's
I'm not
got
sure
to be
about
able
that,
to do.
but okay.
He has just been great, and what I love is you can tell that he is the head of the snake. They're getting the ball, and they're just like, Kendrick, go to work. You can see the team's all behind him. Let him play his 35, 40 minutes, and we'll work around you. He's been tremendous, Joe.
Let's take a look at the Blackmores player profile here. KD, as we said, leading the way himself. How do you want to see him get the rest of his teammates involved?
Well, I think Tim Suarez is probably the one that can benefit a little bit more from Kendrick Davis's penetration in the second half. Suarez is 0 of 4 from the field, but yet he's got 4 rebounds, so he's fulfilling that part of the responsibility that the Kings need from him.
I don't want any change. I just want, this is your team. This is what we recruited you for. Here's the ball, go play. Okay. We'll work around you.
What about for the Cairns Taipans? Trailing by 5, as you said, you're not unhappy with their effort. Jack McVeigh leading the way. He's shooting the ball well, but what more do you want to see?
I just think the ball's got to touch his hand every single play. I'm not saying he'll shoot it every play, but good things happen. Andrew Andrews, Derek, you mentioned it before. He's really nice. He's got to be able to move that ball around, but as far as I'm concerned, Andrews, get that man the ball.
Yeah, and I wouldn't mind seeing some pick and roll between McVeigh and Schofield just to make Schofield feel like that he's appreciated. Try and get him some easy looks off of potential defensive errors by the Sydney Kings.
Well, we hope everybody is comfortable wherever you are watching this one, because after this we are heading to Adelaide. The 36ers taking on the Brisbane Bullets. That man on your screen in 36ers threads for the very first time. We can't wait.
We can't wait to see this one, Joe. The Bullets got a nice little team, but they're undermanned, but they're facing a real superstar in Bryce Cotton. They better get ready.
I said he'd have 50 last night. I definitely know it's more than 40, but hey, why not?
Wow,
Let's go.
Do you give the Bullets a chance in this one? They're undermanned.
No.
Not really.
No.
There you go, you heard it here first.
But watch the game. It's going to be a good game.
All right, we'll stay here at Kudos Bank Arena. As we said, it's the Sydney Kings leading the Cairns Taipans by 5 points at halftime. We'll be back with the second half after this.
What word of advice would you give to this fine gentleman about to embark on his pro career?
Keep working hard and have fun.
Simple as that.
Keep it simple.
What is your best message you would give to rookies entering their first season?
Work hard, take care of your body.
What words of advice would you give to this guy?
Probably just to enjoy the journey and to believe in yourself probably a bit more. You're a lot better than you believe you are at this stage in your career, and your self-doubt is really heavy at this age, but just believe in yourself and have fun with the process.
shaking it up there. You have some amazing dance moves. Where did you learn that?
I don't know, you've got to be in it to win it, and when the music's going, it's going to flow.
And when you're in your car cruising, like, do you dance when you're aiming like that? Because this is like the aiming, like seats, this is like safety cars. Are you safe?
Of course I'm safe, but it's probably more part karaoke than dancing.
I love it. Have you ever done a burnout?
No.
Well, we can't say that. We can't say it because these are the Amy Safe driver seats. They got upgraded. It was that easy. You've been like spoiled with food, and you got a little gift pack as well. So are you enjoying the seats this close? How is it?
It's great, and hopefully the Kings can get ahead and stay ahead and win the game.
All right, and your friends got the pop bomb. So how about both of you shake it? There they are, ladies and gentlemen, our winners of the Amy Safe driver seats. Lucky you're with Amy. You know Amy? All right, there they are. Well done.
Turn 4 registrations are now open. Join the City Kings and Flames Youth League at our Hoops Capital East facility in Moore Park. Enter as an individual or bring your team. Entries are filling up fast, so don't miss out on the action. Secure your spot today. And the City Kings would like to thank RWS Global, who deliver our fans an epic game day experience. RWS Global is the world leader in delivering groundbreaking live experiences across entertainment and sports. Visit rwsglobal.com.
What you did, we can all do, because we've only had 2 fouls the whole game. Be smart, but we can all as a group be more physical. Hey, they're too comfortable, man. Del, you got shirt power up your sleeve too if you like it down there. Yeah, it's looking good. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, early as you can with these guys. Yeah.
There we go, it's rookie rounds. That was in the zone with Sean and Bruce. And the score right here is 45-40. Plenty of great action coming your way. Coming up as well, it's Adelaide against Brisbane. We look forward to seeing the Sixers in action on their home court and their new recruit. There's the Mitsubishi Motors 3-point leaders, and Ryan Smith is enjoying a great start to his career here in the NBL, and Schofield down the bottom as well. So a couple of boys part of this afternoon's action hitting the long-range bombs.
Yeah, and Milton Doyle's off to a great start. And Ryan Smith, 3 of 6 in the first half in this one. And Brad, the surprising part, even though the Kings are up 5, the Taipans have had the lead for 14 and a half minutes.
Yeah, it was pretty much the end of that last quarter where it really sort of started to get Kendrick Davis going, and points in the paint is what you said, and that's been able to get his Achilles where he's in there.
Got my car rental. It was Mitsubishi, of course, because they look after us. And driving here to Kudos, my goodness me, the traffic is Sydney. Couldn't you get wider roads? They're so thin, mates. Just expand them a touch. Give us a little bit of room either side. Still a bit over.
More room for housing.
True. Suarez will just shoot and shoot away with a 2. Needs to continue to drop a couple of those to challenge his defenders. Out to a 7-point ball game.
Clear.
Here's Andrews. Looking for Ryan Smith. It's McVeigh up against Davis. Just work his way in. Andrews shooting and scoring. Adding to his leadership with a 3-pointer.
Nice possession there. They get McVeigh into a mismatch, and he makes the play.
Delhi working baseline for his team. Suarez demanding it in the Kiwi, and a couple of points to him as well. So it's a great start to this second half for the big man. Cairns needing to respond. Smith hands it to his leader. Andrews loses possession, but Delhi's going to be all over him. Now a little switch of play. Deciding to shoot, and he's in the rhythm now, my friends.
Well described, Lockie, because that was a left-handed hezzy pull-up, and it looked sweet.
4 points at margin.
Physical.
Delavadova, a little short, he might get the boards. Always working, Davis. Had the 17 shots in this game in 18 minutes in that first half as he hands it out wide. That shot won't go.
Well, that's their 8th offensive board for the game for the Kings, and Cairns only has 1. They're lucky that Galloway missed that 3. You can't be giving up second possessions all the time.
The perimeter shooting is still going to be a question with some lineups that Kings will utilize. This one in particular, you got Cooks, who isn't a known three-point shooter. Galloway still trying to figure it out, and Delavadova is about a 33% shooter from 3. So not a lot of gravity out there, Brad.
Yeah, Marcus Lee has just run off the court. I think something for his ankle is a beautiful backdoor there. He came straight off the court. He's at the end of the bench. I'm sure Joe will be all over that, but it looked like an ankle injury to me.
It's not great news for them as Suarez has had a bright start to his second half. They had a big man out there, Davis, shooting. He's off balance. Galloway, an important rebound for him.
Andrews is getting more confident by each possession.
He's a nice player. Oh, my goodness. Quick release. That is a beautiful stroke. And they take back the lead. Here's Davis. Lobbing it to Suarez. Work against Galloway. And Suarez, goodness me, he's come out on fire. He's got 8 points to his name already. Most of them coming in this second half. Feeding inside. Schofield, strong body, and kept his composure to drop in the 2. So the Taipans are looking the goods at the moment. Here's the Amy replay.
We see Andrews. I said he's growing in confidence, and look at that pass. Touch and fire, Brad. The feet are set. He catches it with his hands, ready to shoot as they're positioned on the basketball. High-level pro shooter of the basketball, Rain Smith.
And it's just repetition, knowing exactly, confident in your game, confident in your shot, looking great out there.
And Andrews just looks like that old school point guard. You know, he's going to score when he needs to, but he's got complete control at the offensive end in particular. And as Suarez finally has a miss.
A good basketball game. Both teams have come out of halftime playing with a lot more purpose. Travel.
Feeding inside. Galloway under pressure. He liked the pass though. Davis again. On the other end, the basket won't go.
And that was outstanding defense from the Taipans. They really committed to shutting down Davis's penetration lanes, forced him to give it up. And that's more what they have to do if they're going to try and curtail his impact on this game.
It's just so obvious that when they're in a half-court set, Cairns make great decisions. You don't want to be in a track meet, but when the ball's in these 2 hands, they're coming off Smith getting to the basket, they just look so confident with the way they're playing, and there is just another nice set to get that score.
He's got 16 points, Smith. And the Taipans lead it by 3 now. Bit of a roller coaster ride at the moment. Maybe a chance here to get it back to square, but not the case. They're well educated. They just get the ball in Andrews' hand, and that pass is a goodie. He should have shot that, Schofield. He had time to turn around and shoot it, although if he can do that, did all right.
Lucky, your initial response was correct. He should have shot the 3, but he went and made the more difficult turnaround 2. And the Taipans, after being challenged to start this third quarter, Brad, have come out and taken a 5-point lead.
16-6 run, beautiful.
All our members on the big screen, and
Tangerine timeout it is, and we might check in on Xavier Cooks and just talk about the connection he has with his new teammates.
Little birdie tells me there was a little get-together in St Mary's between you and KD and Delhi. Looked like it was a bit of fun. What happened out there?
It was a lot of fun. Mostly just work, putting in work, but, you know, hanging out by Delhi's house by the pool, having some barbecues, things like that to really build that connection to fast-forward this thing.
Do you feel the connection is what is needed? Like taking what happened last year, there was a lot of disconnect was what was spoken about. That looks like it's changed and a lot more togetherness this year.
Yeah, we put a big emphasis on this off-season. We've hired a new culture guy, we've hired leadership things like that to really help us out. That's going to be one of our points of emphasis this year, that connection, that kind of stuff.
I spoke about it earlier in the game. Davis, Delhi and Cooks got together, plenty of workouts at St Mary's overseas, created a real little bond, and this is Kendrick Davis. Olgun, as I said, did a great interview. I get to his house the first day, and his son is eating a full steak with with his hands, no teeth, and he said just a bunch of Hulk Hogan's running around in the house. So good stuff, and that's what you've got to do, don't you? When you've got 3 star players, you've got to come together and all be on the same page, and they look like they did that over the pre-season. A little tap in from Suarez continues his little run here in the second half.
Brilliant. Love that little comment. His kid wants lollies. Yeah, mine's on that one as well. There's no steaks in our house.
I'm like his kid too. He's Ryan Smith being very proactive. Got so much confidence about him.
Well, Lockie played at a big-time school at University of Louisville. Performed well in short stints at Vegas Summer League. Nice steal there by Andrews.
Yeah, he's got long arms, Andrews, hasn't he? Defensively, he's a good mover and he decides to shoot straight away, a little short. Maybe just summing up that he's getting a little tired. Some good news maybe on Marcus Lee as Andrews is leaning in, and it'll go the other way.
Yeah, they're calling that on Kendrick Davis for a hook.
Andrews is exhausted. There's an offensive foul.
And they checked with the video staff, and the video staff said, do not challenge this one. As Andrews, good pressure, a lot of hand checking. That's a foul.
That is,
wow.
Yeah. One before it?
Yeah, no doubt.
Anyway, it's a Taipans ball, and it's 3 points to margin.
Clear.
Height advantage.
Bustles his way through. Lee to Smith. A long way out. 6 seconds on the shot clock. He's throwing him up from anywhere. He's had 13 attempts now from the field. Shooting at 46%. Davis. Good ball outside.
Well, that's 1 of 13 from the three-point line.
Yeah.
1 of 13 for the Sydney Kings, 9 of 21 for Cairns.
Did you just get a text from your son saying that? Because I'm told maybe last night he was delivering stats to you throughout.
He loved it. He was watching that Illawarra game and absolutely loved it.
Little short on the finger roll. Here's Sean Bruce. We've mic'd him up in the zone. Noy taking on McPhee. There was a lot of contacts. And there'll be a Kings ball still.
Good D here by McVeigh. Did a good job of keeping Noy in front of him as much as possible. As Davis fires from the corner, that's short.
They've slowed him down a touch. Adrian, good to see him on the courts. Looks to set something up.
Physical on the block.
Bruce and McVeigh using their strength. And that pass inside was a good one. Galloway just couldn't grab hold of it. Here's Davis sneaking in and scoring the 2. Adam Ford wants a timeout. Davis on the board in this second half. It's a 1-point ball game. He loves playing here. 3 times as a Sixer, he scored 30 points twice and 24 points, and they had the 3 wins, and he continues that run here with 17 points to his name. We've travelled 7 minutes in this 3rd term. Kendrick Davis leading the way. And as we take a look down courtside, there's our Pumped by Reebok seats, and there's our influencers. So we've got Lily Bowman, who's a fitness model and doing a great job. George Amar, Stella Hutchin and also Maddie Gilbanks. So they're getting into the groove. They're enjoying themselves with thanks to Reebok.
Gotta love a Sunday afternoon in Sydney, Brad.
How many followers you got, Brad, on Instagram?
The last time I looked, and my daughter runs my whole social media, so I have no idea, it was over 12,000. But thank for her, I think it's 11,000 of hers.
Yes, there's our rookie round. Youngsters as well, enjoying all the action here at Kudos Bank Arena. So, how many you got? You'd be pretty
I have
popular, yeah?
52.
52,000?
No, 52.
I was going to say, did you pay for them?
Well, let's see what Cairns come up with after this timeout. It's critical they be able to execute in these situations.
Here's McVeigh. I'll reset it again. Taipans lead it by 1. Three-quarter time, not too far away. Little handoff to Andrews. He's under pressure, hand in the face. My goodness me. This man can play.
They got some shooters. Between McVeigh, Schofield, Andrews, and Smith. They're all lethal.
And Sean Bruce responds down the other ends.
Well, I think the realization has hit the Sydney Kings that we have a game.
Yeah, absolutely.
To quote the great Leonard Copeland.
As we check in on the score as Adman throws up a big bomb. Galloway hauls it in. Oh, Andrews again shooting. And missed. McVeigh did really well, drew the foul. Joe, courtside, take it away.
Yeah, just listening to the Cairns huddle, guys. They're hyped right now. The vibes are definitely high on the Cairns bench. Adam Ford happy with a lot of what they're doing. A couple of shots just not quite dropping, but they want to keep going with the momentum here. He's okay with it being gritty out there. He wants them going hard.
So McVeigh goes to the line to try and stretch out this margin.
You know, I've been doing some ladder math this season. We have 32 games. And Brad, I have a feeling that 7 road wins will give you a real strong chance.
Interesting.
Of getting a play-in spot.
Yeah, I'm looking at how many wins in total.
Right.
And I'm thinking, is it 17, you know, around that number? But road wins are massive. You know, we saw Tasmania lose at home, but now go on the road and beat Perth and Illawarra. It's just such a key. So
we're talking about that. There's 5 teams that have travelled so far out of the 8 games played, and they've all won. So the road teams might get a little bit of success. Here's Marcus Lee to Andrew Andrews. They lead it by 3, the Taipans. Schofield shoots and misses. Looks at the other end. You know what he can do? He can put it on the floor and take it. Decides to pass off on this occasion. And there might be a foul there. Crooks landed awkwardly and he was pushed out the way. So Schofield called for that. It'll be a King's ball.
I think he was just going to get that. Schofield just grabbed his arm there. Cookie will step out here as a substitution comes in. Interesting lineup here for the Kings. He's got obviously Cooks and Kendrick Davis on the bench, but Delhi's still out there.
Delhi with the inbounds. Glotnoy receives it. Gives it back to his leader. Reaching in. Delhi. Step back, has time. Can't make it go. Comes out towards the sidelines. Bruce couldn't keep it in place, so it'll be a Taipans ball.
And the defense on both ends, it's really physical. Referees letting a lot of contact go, especially on ball screens.
Do you like that?
I do, as long as it doesn't impact shooting and scoring opportunities. Yeah. That's where you got to draw the line.
I'm just looking at that out of bounds, and I see Bull Cole come off that, and I'm thinking, shoot it. Yeah. Like just, that's what they brought you here for. You're a good shooter, shoot it. Otherwise, I'm going with Malawatch.
We go on the floor. And drawing the foul, so Cairns will get a couple more shots.
And Admiral Schofield, although he hasn't really affected the stat sheet too significantly, he is a plus 14 in his 23 minutes, which leads the Taipans by a wide margin, with Andrew Andrews being next at a plus 9.
And Schofield and
No,
Bullfly
you good?
having a crack at each other at the moment.
Are you good? Admiral, chill. Relax, make sure you carry on. You good? It's going to be double. Good. All good. Okay, get to the next play. Here we go. It's white ball underneath. You can't be physical.
The Admiral demands respect. And Bull's not giving too much of it. There it is there.
Well, Admiral, obviously a selfless individual, checking on Bull's welfare, asking him if he's good.
Let's go, baseline ball.
Yeah, nothing in it. Move on.
They like that sort of stuff, don't they? As long as it doesn't get out of control.
Yo, Schofield's really thick in the upper body. Lucky he is built.
Unit. He sure is. And an offensive foul, Statman.
White, 6.
For that one.
Offensive foul. Who's ball?
We'll have a change straight away as the Kings send Davis back onto the courts.
For a round 2 game, this has great theater and suspense already, Brad.
Well, both teams are coming here for a win. I mean, Sydney want to open up after what happened last season, first home game in Cairns. They're ready to play.
Here's Delhi again. Portnoy a little short on his shots.
Relax, Andrews, pushing it back.
You can see it's been called for that. Slip the bandage over the nose after he saw a little bit of blood.
Green Smith returns for the Taipans.
3 points that margin. Delhi could square it all up. Basket's just not dropping from long range.
Got numbers.
Andrews with it. Passes it off. Schofields. Once again short. Will gather it back again. Fended off Cole. Sending to the courts. And maybe a last possession here for Sydney as we close in on three-quarter time.
Sydney have only scored 13 points this quarter.
They need this man to finish it off in style.
Double
Edging
early.
it down. The double team will have to shoot. And he misses. And a good finish to the corner for the Cairns Taipans. They're making a real game of it here as Sydney look to start their season with a win at home at 61-58 here at Kudos Bank Arena.
Here we go. This is the Harvey Norman and Cannon giveaway. Let's go. Make some noise. Oh, nice posing. Oh, wow. Heavy sideburns.
Control what we can right now. Our energy, our talk, it's going to come down to that lead. It's not going to be perfect. Hey, here we go, Ben. Get him going, get him going. Hey! Hey, we need that. Kurt, we need that.
Get in first.
Great find, Del. Hey, good look, great extra. Hey, great. Keep shooting, man.
We're getting in the zone with Sean Bruce, and it's a 3-point margin here with 1 quarter to play. The first of a doubleheader here in the NBL. Adelaide and Brisbane coming your way very soon. 61-58's the score, and the Taipans looking to cause a bit of an upset as Andrew Andrews has it. Now the pass inside, Schofield. Loses possession, tried to do too much body work on Delavadova on that occasion. Ball came out of his hands.
Clear.
Brooks looked to pass off, then saw the matchup and liked it. And the shot was a little loose though.
Well, the Kings are 2 of 19 from the 3-point line. As Andrews attacks.
That shot won't go. And a quick outlet. Davis on the break, scores the 2. Joe Healy was listening in on the Sydney Kings during that 3-quarter time huddle.
I was indeed. Gorge starting with his big guns here in the fourth. He wants them utilising the pick and roll, being aggressive as they have been so far, and creating space from there. He's been preaching the battle of the boards all games. He said every single one of you must crash the glass.
Davis with a game-high 19 points. He's defending on this occasion. Higgins-Tisha takes it to the rack, but it'll be an offensive foul. Nearly jumped over his defender, the athletic man. And he'll come off the court.
The Kings are trying up the ante here, and you can see it. And I felt that's what helped them in the first half. When they were able to get stops and run, we just saw a layup from Kendrick Davis, a couple of stops down here. They need to get out of this half-court offense that's a grind for them. However, that half-court offense is outstanding for Cairns because they're making good decisions.
1 point that margin. Another little reaching in foul.
Go basket.
Wayne Smith with a foul to his name. He's got the 16 points though. Equal team high with Jack McVeigh on 16 as well. Smith with the 2 fouls. And Delavadova to run the show. Off the ball is Davis. Shooting away from the corner, and that was tapped out of court. It'll be a Taipans ball. So Davis has had the 23 field attempts, the most he has had in a game throughout his short NBL career is 24. So his first game as a King hasn't been shy.
No, he hasn't been. And he's almost had to be super aggressive because of the lack of offensive punch from his teammates.
Delavadova with the chance to take on Andrew Andrews. He loses possession, dives on the ball though, got the crucial one. McVeigh into the key, now fades away, always looks in control. Will wipe up a bit of sweat, but Jack McVeigh continues to be a really impressive basketballer.
He's got 18 points on 7 of 10 shooting. And when he gets to that little baby turnaround, he has such great touch on it, Brad. You get all those friendly bounces like that.
He does. Derek, you just mentioned, I'm just racking my brain here, that the Kings half-court offense looks very clunky. And you said Kendrick Davis needs to take a lot of shots. I'm not sure how much grace you give him that it's the first game, but they've had a lot of pre-season, but it is a lot of dribbling from all players.
You say that about you sometimes as well.
Yeah. You're not the only one. Feel like I'm at home when you say that, Lockie.
But it's good dribble from you, Brad. Here's McVeigh. They'll swing the ball to Andrews. Has he hurt himself? He's hurt himself here. I'm not sure whether he's just landed awkwardly or has pulled a muscle. He's going to have to shoot, though. He's in the corner. Was under pressure. So now he's on the Sydney bench. He's sitting there as Davis tried to score at the other end. Maybe it's just cramp. Sydney have...
he's down.
Yeah, Sydney have called for him to come, and McVeigh's been whacked in the head as well. This is messy stuff at the moment.
Well, that person right there is Dr. Seamus Dalton. Here we see Delhi down low. We just see there, this is where it seems to come right there, yeah, on the quad.
Brad, I don't know which cramps are worse, quads or calves.
Do we just think it is a cramp, isn't it, if they're doing this now? Or do you think there might be a bit of muscle damage?
All right, so we have a game stoppage.
He did have cramp in his first game, and he has been exhausted. He's been calling his own subs throughout Andrew Andrews. He's sitting at the moment with 13 points and 7 assists, and I was hoping to say Andrew Andrews had a double-double, but it doesn't look like that might happen.
Look, just from that, it looks like that's crampy.
Can I give an explanation to the bench?
His body has just said no more.
Oh, okay.
And
he's
done a great job.
Well, he's walking now a little bit freer, so you'd think.
Yeah, that's needs a bit of a rub down, he said. So hopefully we see him, because there's still 7 minutes to go.
Plenty of time to get right. Go over there and get.
To be honest, you didn't laugh enough, so there is a chance for Andrew Andrews' double-double.
Oh, I noticed it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought it was very good, Lockie.
Wasn't funny then. Okay.
I'm still unhappy about the dribble comment.
Here's Schofield. A little step back, needs to take over. Once again, lots of short shots in this game from outside three. Delivered over, looks to Noy. Noy rolled off perfectly.
Wow, great hands from Smith.
Just couldn't hold on to it. Smith did really well. Here's Schofield. Loose pass though. Davis on the end of it. They need to take the lead here, bring the crowd back into the game. And this man is keen to do that. He's drawn the foul on Rayne Smith. Rayne Smith says no, and we're going to review it. Adam Ford very confident with his reviews so far. Got 3 early on in the game, all successful.
Kendrick Davis was looking at Adam Ford there and said, yeah, go on, challenge it. So he's very confident it's going to be a foul.
So Rayne Smith is in a little bit of foul trouble. Got the 4 at the moment. But he shook his head straight away. Tangerine timeout coming your way, 63-62. It's the Taipans leading.
The interesting thing here is Adam Ford didn't look at his bench. He's going completely off Smith here. He is saying, I'm going to trust you.
Foul.
Yeah, elbow. Right there.
Yeah, well, he's had a good run until now.
3 out of 4 is pretty good.
You take that. We'll wait, though, the official one. Because we have been wrong before. That angle is a little different. You just can't see. It's there, it looks like he's made contact, but when you look at it from behind the ring, it's a little different. Unsuccessful, though, is the challenge.
And now Rayne Smith has 4 fouls. And he's been a key component of the Taipans offense this afternoon.
Let's go, Dave.
I'm still going to the casino with Adam Ford, though. Yeah, I'll still go with him just for one night.
He's had some beauties today.
1 point the margin. Davis, the new king, can come to the line and square it up. And maybe even take the advantage. He's dropped the second. So as I said, Rayne Smith, he'll stick with the 4 fouls. Got the 16 points to his name and taken 5 rebounds. So it's been a really good game. Needs to stay on the court, though, for this 6 minutes. Stetman has it, looking to get it to McVeigh. Left out by Galloway. Here is McVeigh. The matchup with Cooks, star-studded, and Cooks will be called for that foul.
Smart, clever basketballer. Just gets himself in a good position. Xavier Cook's a good defensive player, but just struggles right there.
Make sure you dine with NBA royalty at the Louisiana Luncheon. Enjoy a 2-course meal and beverages during a fireside chat with 2-time NBA champion Ray Allen, Andrew Gage. Michelle Timms will be there as well. Every ticket includes premium seats to the Pelicans in Phoenix. So scan your QR code to lock in the ultimate NBL Melbourne Series experience. What a great opportunity as the basket is scored and the margin continues to be 1.
Going back and forth, Lockie. And Brian Goorjian is making a decision to go with Bull Quall instead of Jalen Galloway. Galloway's 0 of 4 from the field. He's only got 1 point, but he's only played 15 minutes at -13, Brad.
Yeah, I think it's an interesting one. And Malawatch has only played 3.5. I know I've spoken a lot about him. He's had some great minutes in the preseason, so he's obviously sticking with his man and wants to see what he can do.
Joe Healy is courtside as Delhi works his way towards the key, and that one rattles around. Any update, Joe, on Andrew Andrews?
Yeah, he is back on the bench. They look like they're still investigating what it might be, but he has just had some pickle juice, so we're hoping that it is just a cramp. One of the great things about this league, guys, obviously he went down on the Kings bench, but the medics work together quite a lot. So while they compete on the court, player welfare comes first, and you quite often see the support staff working together behind the scenes. So an update on Drew Andrews there, and a little bit of wholesome content for you too.
Yeah, absolutely. You did see Sean Bruce very quickly point to the Cairns bench and say he needs some help. So they battle on court. Just a bit of friendliness off the court, which is good to see as Cairns are struggling here to get a shot away. Wayne Smith will fail on that attempt.
Cairns operating now without a true point guard on the floor.
That shot's a good one. Bull Quall. He needed that for a little bit of confidence, and he's tied it all up. We've got a game in our hands now. Under 5 remaining. Statman takes it, shoots. They should have just run a little play there.
Yeah, again, ball movement is imperative in these close games, and that's a poor shot.
Portnoy to stretch the ball. And through goes Suarez with a little bit of a strut as well. They've stolen the lead now, the Kings. McVeigh looking for Smith, under pressure from Davis. Slipping over Bull Quall. Through post. Higgins Tischler does a beauty of a dunk. Let's have a look at the Amy replay.
Excellent ball movement as we see Noy hit the front of the rim, and Suarez cleans it up in the most efficient way possible. But on the other end, Higgins Tischler shows you his athleticism.
Had some outstanding minutes last year, went away to the NBA Summer League and joined Golden State Warriors. And I like this kid. I just think there's so much upside of him, but it's taking him time, and it will take him time to get into this league and be a constant force. But I do like what he can provide.
25 years of age. Really encouraging signs for him. 69-69 is the score. Big screen set by Delhi. Then he gets the ball back. McVeigh to Noy. He's had a few shots lately. And that one misses again.
He struggled. He's 2 of 10.
Andrew Andrews is back on the court, wants it back. Demands his players to work a little harder. His pass inside's loose, but there's going to be a little
Brian
push.
Gorgin's going to be irate with this call.
The foul will go on Delhi.
That's a warning.
And Gorge was tempted to go the review. Let's have a look from behind.
Well, Delhi's got the hands in the back. That's a hard one for the refs not to call.
Yeah.
This is where they need you. Right with me on this.
On the bench, on the bench.
Big 3 minutes of basketball coming up. McVeigh, been terrific. Sits on the 20 points. Hard man to stop. Off the glass, impossible to stop.
Well, Galloway's checked in for Bull Quall, and he's got a match up there against Jack McVeigh, but just too good.
Bench warning on Sydney as well, so they'll need to toe the line a touch more. Here's Delhi up against Andrew Andrews. That one misses through the hands of a couple of players. It's still a Sydney ball in the end. Came off of Cairns' hands. I think it might have been Schofield creeping through. So Taipans led it by 2. Cooks is back on the court. Suarez having a rest with 3 remaining.
And Andrews is really struggling. If I was Dellavedova, I'd try and get him into some dribble handoff action, make him chase.
Here's Davis getting free in the corner. Doesn't make it go. Over the top was McVeigh. And he stole the ball. Here's Smith, sneaking up like a thief in the night. The pass was good from Cooks. Galloway with the 2. Tied up again.
From Sydney, where you at defense.
McVeigh to lean out to Andrews. Looks inside. They like the post. Here's Rain Smith. Pushing off Davis. Couldn't get the shot away. McVeigh could. But it was rushed in the end. Good defense from Sydney. A little push on that occasion. Andrews just ran into him.
Not a terrible foul. They're not in the bonus. He's not in foul trouble. That's only his third. I don't mind. You slow that down with Kendrick on the run there.
Higgins Tischer comes back in. Rain Smith having a rest.
I am with you here, Derek. Oh, timeout's going to be called. Yeah, I'm going at Andrew Andrews.
So the score at the moment, we're all tied up. It's 71-71. Oh, this is the sort of battle we like to start a Sunday. We've, of course, got the doubleheader today. It's Adelaide and Brisbane coming up. What are you expecting in that game?
Well, I'm expecting it to be very high pace by Adelaide. I really think they're going to get up and down and be able to get the shots up. I think DJ will be ready for this. I think Bryce, obviously, we know what he's going to be feeling. And Derek, I see Adelaide having some fun.
Yeah, well, they're a high-powered offense, and Mike Wells wants them to get up and down and play with energy and score the ball. But this is the NBL, and when you think something is obviously apparent, that's when it usually is not.
Got a couple of injuries too, which are a concern. They would have loved Mitch Norton. They're not going to have him. And then, you know, McDaniel had a bit of a concern. Freeman Liberty had the ankle injury as well. So there are some concerns for Brisbane.
Man, this is where they need to hear from you. You know they feed off your energy, Sydney.
A big 2 minutes 15 to come in this game. Cairns Taipans 71, so too the Sydney Kings. And of course, see the New Orleans Pelicans hit the court for their first ever Australian Open training session. Watch the NBA stars. Zion will be there. Champion Ray Allen will be hosting a little special Q&A. Tickets for just $10. Scan the QR code and visit NBL.com/NBA. Cooks had a taste of the NBA. Galloway in the corner. That's Shorts.
I thought Cook should have tried to score the ball there on Lee. Had him off balance.
Here's Andrews. Playing fatigues. Had a bit of cramp. He's toughed his way through it now. 6 on the shot clock. Wow. Oh, high arc.
That is phenomenal.
Andrew Andrews continues to score. He's up to 16. Here's Delhi. Hesitated for a moment. Was off balance. Higgins Tischer gets it. On the break. The foul will be there. Good one from Galloway in the ends.
Good poise from Higgins Tischer on the break. Does a good job of slowing down, controlling the basketball. But this is a massive shot from Andrews. Rocks Delhi a little bit, just raises up in his face. 3-ball from Parramatta.
He is on one leg, and he has been outstanding tonight. And if there's one team right now that can do this, it is Cairns. They're so good in the half-court set. Missed the first free throw, that hurts, but Andrew Andrews has been very impressive.
He's 6 of 10 from the field with 7 assists, Brad.
Yeah.
And obviously to be playing these types of minutes at this intensity level means he's got some heart and it matters to him. Tischer knocks down the second.
Certainly does. And Adam Ford, they love to play for him, don't they? He gives him a lot of confidence, gave him a roasting after round 1. Now it's a turnover. This is costly. Cairns defensively, standing up. And they hold a 4-point advantage. Andrews to be tested out. As Brad said, on one leg. Now he's got Davis facing up. He's off balance, shoots. Kings will keep it alive. Galloway does really well. And we've got a minute to go. Kings trail by 4. Delhi, Noy, been shooting away in this second half. Just can't land the bomb.
Well, it's been their Achilles heel. 3 of 25 from the three-point line. They've had some looks, and they just cannot drop them tonight.
Well, Noy's 0 of 7, and that's rare we see him shoot the basketball that poorly in this building.
Bull Cole checking in here for Galloway.
You got to go to McVeigh here. McVeigh's got to be your chief playmaker on this possession.
The double team came, but McVeigh grabbed hold of the ball.
And he knew it.
Oh, yes, Derek Rucker.
And he knew it, Derek. That's great call, great offense.
Well, they went the double team, didn't they? They probably shouldn't have gone the double team on Andrews and stayed on McVeigh as Henry Davis shoots. It is loose.
And that's game.
That is
what a
game,
win.
you would think.
What a win by Cairns on the road.
Well, maybe not. Little turnover, some quick points. Noy must hit this. In rhythm scores.
Oh, my.
Maybe an offensive foul against Schofield.
It's not over yet, Lockie.
We went a little early. It's now a three-point ball game, and Kings have ball in hand. Here it is again.
And
Schofield just running straight in. It was a silly one because the defender in Noy wasn't going to get to the ball. 22 seconds remaining.
Now, there's enough time. The Kings don't need to necessarily go for a three. A quick two will suffice.
Just checking the time on the clock, making sure it's exactly right. 23.7 is left. Bull with the inbound pass. Cooks to Delhi. That was a loose pass, and it'll be a Cairns ball. Good defense from Jack McVeigh. And Adam Ford wants a timeout. Sydney can't believe it.
Well, they tried to get Quatnoy the shot. I like it. He's just hit a three. He is a streak shooter. But that man right there, that was just smart defense. He switched out, got a little touch on it, I think. We'll see it here. But then it just came off enough to deflect it off Noy, and look at Jack McVeigh. Isn't he happy? That's what it means to him. That's what this road means to Jack McVeigh.
Well, we mentioned it earlier that the Taipans last season under Adam Ford and with a less talented team, Brad, were able to get some road victories when least expected. Now, coming in here after a tough victory against Brisbane, I really did not anticipate this. I thought they'd be around for a bit, but the Kings would pull away down the stretch.
Well, I agree with you, Derek. I think the thing that we didn't expect is the Sydney Kings to have 74 points. That's really like 4 of 27 from the three-point line at 14%, 37% from the field. We just expected them to put the numbers on the board.
And the best in the business will be coming up for Adelaide. Bryce Cotton to play his first game in Adelaide for the Sixers. They take on the Brisbane Bullets. So Davis has only scored the 6 points in half-time. And McVeigh, well, he's doubled himself. So he had 12 to the half, and now he's got a 24.
Well, it's 21 points for Davis, but it's off 27 shots.
Yeah. So they need a turnover here, Sydney. 19 seconds. They'd like it in the hands of their star point guard. In the end, it was really dangerous. McVeigh's fallen over. And it'll be a Kings ball, I reckon.
And there was a lot of holding on Jack McVeigh. He was double-teamed on the inbounds and somehow freed himself to get down the court, as now we have a Kings timeout. The twists and turns.
Yeah, the Tangerine timeout. Gorge has got plenty to say. It's a three-point margin. We'll just go through the scorers for you, just to take a deep breath. It's 24 to McVeigh, 16 to Rain Smith, and also Andrew Andrews. He's also thrown away 7 assists. And for Sydney, 21 points is Davis. He leads the way. And a pretty even spread for the rest of the crew. 12 points for Suarez. He had a really good third term. And Dellavedova with the 10. Only the 10, 5 assists and 6 rebounds.
Right here for Sydney fans.
So what are we calling here, gents?
Well, all that action since the last Sydney Kings inbound has only taken 6 seconds, Lockie.
Yep.
So again, the ball advanced up the floor. There's still time for a quick two again.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, you don't need, I mean, if it's open, shoot it. But if not, get it on the rim. It could take 3 seconds off, 3, 4, that's enough. And you've got plenty of time.
I'm drawing up something where there's an initial possibility of hitting a cutter to the basket and then setting up, if that's not possible, some type of dribble penetration that leads to a scoring opportunity or a kick out.
So we'll see what they do here. Gorge has had his say. 3 points to margin, 16 remaining on the clock.
No more timeouts for either team. So we will be playing through it.
The inbound now, Delhi has it. To Noy, little handoff to Delavadova. Smith. Noy has to shoot quickly, won't go. Good stuff from Delavadova, although Davis just can't keep it into play.
That was not a quality shot.
No.
Certainly they could have worked and gotten something better than that. Too predetermined with shot selection.
And they have to foul straight away. Andrews to go to the line. Adam Ford quite happy with himself. Not in the bonus just yet, so still an inbound for the Taipans. There'll be a quick little foul, you would think, as well, but they might not be able to chase him down. Andrews does well. Little Smolesy passed off, and McVeigh shoots away. That is a massive snake bite right here in Sydney. 3 points. The Taipans win it 77-74. What a game. What a performance from this team. After round one, they copped a spray from their coach, and they've responded in the next 2 games. 77-74, the Foot Locker player of the game. Jack McVeigh, 24 points, 4 assists, 9 rebounds, plenty to talk about. 3 points, the final margin.
Fans, close game that was. Thank you all for coming out. Don't forget, next Saturday we do have another game here at Kudos Bank Arena. Also the following Wednesday against Melbourne United, and then on the Sunday, the 19th against the Wildcats. Some amazing games coming up. Also after this game, head up to the brewery bar and kitchen, take the family up and enjoy 20% off, and also grab a couple of autographs off the players and some photos. They'll be heading up that way. Once again, thank you very much for coming out. We'll see you at the next home game.
This program is brought to you by Hungry Jack's and Bunnings Warehouse.
A first-up loss for the Sydney Kings and their star-studded team by the Cairns Taipans. Jack McVeigh, a star in this show. 24 points to his name. The final margin, 3. Taipans did real well.
They did. They did a really good job defensively, limiting the Kings to 4 of 28 from the 3. People were asking over the past couple of weeks, was Jack McVay worth the money? I think he answered the question right here this afternoon.
In both games, actually, this weekend, he's been great. And you look at the Sydney Kings there, it's quite simple. You're not going to win many ball games if you're scoring 74 and shooting 4 of 28 from the three-point line. Only 8 free throws, not aggressive enough. Sydney Kings, but take nothing away from Cairns. Amazing game.
Get set for this one.
Yeah.
Bryce Cotton in blue, playing for the Adelaide 36ers. Keep watching, Wildcat fans. He might just put on a show that you've seen plenty of times before. He will be hosting the Brisbane Bullets in a new outfit.
He's got a little tear, doesn't he? You can see like he's got a little tear.
An emotional wreck, so I've got to go. 3 points to margin. Cairns. Victors here in Sydney.